What's up, guys? It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming back at you with another Supreme Commander 2 cast. I spent a lot of yesterday trying to figure out what went wrong when I cast this video. I tried casting this video, and guess what? There was no voice in the video. Everything captured just fine, the game volume, but not me. So I am trying it again in hope. I tested it already. It worked, and I'm really, truly hoping that this works. So anyhow, this is an old replay from 2014. It involves me, Mr.StealUrGurl, and I don't usually do a lot of casts like this, but I thought it was interesting because of the strategy employed and why things worked and why things didn't work, and I'll tell you exactly why. I have a couple of casts involving me that are interesting like this, because it may be even more so interesting. So let me know in the comment section down below if you are interested in checking out some of my gameplay from the past, back when I was way more active. Anyhow, I'm going to hit that play button, and we're going to give it a go. So the map is Coalition Shipyard, and as you can see, Mr.StealUrGurl researches build cost, build time immediately. So Trippin spawning in as the blue Cyber Commander, dropping down a double research station opener and ecoing all day long with this commander. Probably would be smarter to do it the other way around because you want to get that research as soon as you can. And Trippin research naval movement speed. So he's probably going legs for his Navy units. And then here is me, Mr.StealUrGurl. So I'll be going back and forth between first person and third person. Mr.StealUrGurl is spotting in as the teal Cyber Commander, dropping down a air factory first after ecoing all the things. And that air factory is going to complete before a factory is even started for Trippin. So let's speed this bad boy up a little bit. And as you can see, Mr.StealUrGurl is ecoing all the things. And so is Trippin. Trippin is doing a good job getting his eco rolling. And then we got a sea factory coming up, just as we all suspected. So, interesting choice, Mr.StealUrGurl, putting your energy generators over there in a vulnerable area. And a scout is out for Mr.StealUrGurl. Let's see if we could see where it's headed. Well, we already know where it's headed because we could see the line, right? So it's told to go there and turn around. It's definitely going to see that sea factory and be like, whoa, whoa, no, no, no. Not going to happen, guys. So as at this moment, Mr.StealUrGurl sees that there are two research stations and a sea factory not producing anything. So Mr.StealUrGurl knows he needs to change up his strategy. So he's building a land factory. Two land factories are queued up, but that second land factory gets canceled, and then a research station is built immediately to keep up with the research that the opponent, that Trippin is going for. So we got some engineers that would be a prime target for the Gemini bombers, but they are not going for that. I don't know why Mr.StealUrGurl is not doing the right thing there. Why are you attacking that one mass extractor? Probably trying to annoy the opponent, and that is really a good reason to do things. So, okay, those bombers are going to attack the engineer, but that's a bad engineer to attack because Trippin is right there to repair that guy. There's a second pass with 4 bombers, not quite doing the trick. So these bombing runs are not effective for Mr.StealUrGurl. Now we see that Trippin has researched ACU tech. So, oh, that was not a good move. See, Mr.StealUrGurl could have taken this engineer out, but his air micro just wasn't there. He saw the high damage air tower being built and decided that this loyalist coming up was going to be a better match for this engineer. But the Loyalist stops instead of attacking. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I'm showing you all my little mistakes. Not a good thing. And now Mr.StealUrGurl sees the Salem-class destroyer coming out. Hopefully trying to get that engineer. Just not enough damage with 5 planes. Need to get those 5 planes out of there, and that one Loyalist is not going to do the trick. That one Loyalist is not going to do the trick here either. And there it is. The rapid fire point defense makes short work of that poor little Loyalist. And there's 3 more Loyalists dispatched to try to deal with that side. And let's see what Mr.StealUrGurl has been doing. He has his own Salem-class destroyer and his second research station. So research stations are very important at this time. So more energy generators coming out for Trippin, probably doing some structured detonate traps. This area probably is not the best for a Loyalist. Yep, taking damage. Probably should just hang out right there to prevent that engineer from getting any more mass. That would be the smartest thing for that guy to do. So these 3 Loyalists took damage, but were smart enough to not go for that engineer, but instead go for that mass extractor. So that's actually quite a nice move. This here is not a very smart thing to do. Pretty good at harassing, but that Loyalist is going to be wasted mass. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this isn't going to be enough damage. I don't know why I did that. It would have been smart if I just left them there. These 3 should probably just stay there. And down goes a mass extractor as the base assault continues. Now, that's not really going to be very effective unless I dance these Loyalists, which I probably don't have the concentration for because I'm doing a whole lot of stuff. I'm building a 3rd research station and a bunch of energy generators and then a 2nd sea factory to really beat my opponents, outstrip my opponents, what would you call that, production. And then we see a Loyalist dancing around a Salem-class destroyer, but he finally gets picked off when a second one arrives to the scene. So this isn't working out for the Loyalists because the ACU there with a dynamic power shunt. So it looks like Trippin is definitely going ACU research. So that could be a bad thing for Mr.StealUrGurl for sure. So these bombers here, if Mr.StealUrGurl really wanted to be effective, could have taken them around and destroyed this mass extractor. Well, probably not now because it's in the yellow. Probably not the wisest decision going straight ahead because look at all that anti-air. Yeah, that's really bad move. Really bad move. Almost, though. Will they be able to get it? Probably not. Yeah, that's just the gift of mass and a very bad move there by Mr.StealUrGurl. Wiping out his Air Force, wiping out his scouting capabilities, not the wisest thing. But one thing I have to say about my play is that this enemy is fairly well contained, is not able to expand. So that's 2 mass extractors. That's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mass extractors denied, whereas Mr.StealUrGurl was able to get all mass extractors. So that's 5 mass extractors that, oh, get that engineer. Please get that engineer. Get that engineer. Oh my goodness, if you don't get that engineer, I'm quitting. Okay, that engineer is down, but at what cost? A whole bunch of Loyalists trying to get that energy, but that's probably not a wise thing to do at all. That's a gift of free mass. However, that engineer was taken out, so the right-hand side is unable to expand. So it looks like Trippin is beginning his assault. He is straight tripping with his assault. Pushing in there, got Hunker on his ACU. Probably not a bad idea. Mr.StealUrGurl restarts his production of Geminis. Look at how beautiful those planes are, though. Those are pretty nice looking unit model, I must say. So let's see, there's a battle underway. Oh my goodness. I was admiring the planes and missed one of the ships going down. But as you can see, Mr.StealUrGurl definitely has the advantage because these small troops draw the fire of the Salem class destroyers. So the Salems they're going down evenly because of the nanobot weapon. Look at that drain, that health on that Salem class. My goodness, that is not okay. So this is a very dangerous situation for Mr.StealUrGurl. He's got a bunch of Salem classes attacking his base, and an ACU with nanobot weapon. But bombers are on the case. There's 5 bombers doing some damage, and we got a Salem class. And Mr.StealUrGurl is putting down 2 rapid fire point defense. All of those Trippin's Salem classes have been destroyed. There's another sea factory that was built that is not in production. A air factory goes down, but Trippin is down low in HP, not looking healthy whatsoever. But I am beginning my assault up north. As you can see, guys, doing a 2-prong thing. My opponent cannot really do much about this, but putting down more point defense, probably going to build a shield over that. These point defense are going to be very, very effective in stopping this ACU if he gets too darn close. And he gets a little close, gets spanked a little bit. Probably would be smart to go back out, but if he couldn't escape because of that sea factory up here in the north. Now, he is wreaking havoc on my veteran mass extractors. That is painful. Now we see renegades coming out, doing a little damage. Trippin is down in less than 10,000 HP, less than 7,000. Oh my goodness, he is eating my Salem's classes alive though. But there's just too many for him to dance around, and ever so often a renegade comes out and puts some damage on him. And a point defense creep by Mr.StealUrGurl is probably going to seal the deal. He's got the tactical missiles. I don't know why he's sticking around. He should be leaving. We got that point defense hitting him. He is not going to survive. He can't escape. He's cornering himself. And this is it, guys. There a couple more shots. Boom! Down goes Trippin. Trippin is straight Trippin, thinking that he could take out Mr.StealUrGurl's base. That did not work out for him. See, what would have been really smart is if he did his damage and went in the water and got the heck out of there. Probably would have kept him alive a little longer, but then again, he might have been cut off right here. He's probably cut off because these Salems would have stopped him. If he would have went out this way, the Salems would have stopped him, and there was an air factory being built with more renegades that would have surely come and done some damage. And there's loyalists and Salems cutting off his attack right here. So Mr.StealUrGurl was pushing in, doing some damage up north, trying to do damage to his base. So that is a 2-prong and a very effective strategy that I employed. And the reason why I won that one was because the scout early on is very, very important. One of the most important things you could do. That Gemini saw all the things, saw 2 research stations and a sea factory. And if you remembered in this video, I immediately was like, well, switching up everything right now. Switching up from 2 land factories to 1 and a research station, and then 2 sea factories and more research stations to keep up with my opponent's research. So that is a very effective way to play. But you don't always want your opponent to be ahead of you in that matter. You want to make your own decisions. I decided to put a second sea factory to outdo his Salem class production because I knew that was what I needed to do in order to win. Because he went ACU. He went ACU, and I could keep my Salem classes at range and do the damage I need to do. And I kind of failed at that because he was in my base. I didn't want him shooting at my resources, but he definitely had the ACU advantage. So that ACU advantage was quite scary because I knew he could have melted my ACU because my ACU had less health on it than he did because he researched the health of what would you call it, the health upgrade. So my ACU would have definitely died, but I knew exactly what to do. Just keep away from his ACU. If you notice, my ACU went down below and put some point defense, which would have definitely kept me from dying. And my ACU would have shielded these two things, and he would have just had a terrible, terrible time. And he got kind of drawn in and surrounded. If you notice, everything here was for a reason. So he could have made it out this way, but would have gotten caught up by that sea factory and probably more renegades. So the renegades were there to blast him in the face, obviously, as you could see. They weren't super effective because they were coming out one by one, but I just wanted to put damage on him and eventually kill him. So that was exactly what happened. So what he could have done differently, this was an all-in strategy, unfortunately. He probably would have done a whole lot better if I allowed him to capture more of the mass extractors, but I did not let him do that. So containing your enemy is a big, big thing. So what he could have done, he could have kept his ACU back here to do damage to things right here, and he could have held a little bit longer with his Salem classes, but he would have eventually gotten overran. He could have used his ACU to suck up some of that delicious yummy, yummy, yummy mass from these wreckage here, that mass, but he did not. So that would have been could have been a turnaround. He could have brought that engineer back and built another sea factory and get some troops of his own. That could have gone differently if he were able to hold in the center. Because, well, that would have definitely changed how this match would have been played. But he pushed in very aggressively, did some damage to the base, and died because he got surrounded. And all these point defense were just being built all around him. So that was definitely not ideal for him because point defense eat commanders alive. Like, there is no doubt about that whatsoever. This laser tower has 800 more hit points maximum than the other one. I think it's a veteran point defense. That's probably why. So anyhow, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more of my gameplay. If not, that is totally cool. I could cast your videos, but ever so often I will cast some of mine either way. So that's what's going to happen. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite this video because that really helps me out, and send your good replays to stealspeaks@gmail.com because I definitely need them. I'm waiting on Calcifier's finals. Hopefully he had that tournament. Hopefully you guys are checking out Calcifier's weekly Supreme Commander 2 tournament, which I advertised in my last video. Hopefully you check that out, and you guys definitely send me, or you send your replays to him and he sends me the replays that were good. So hopefully I get some of those. And say something nice, comment something nice, say something nice about this video, about my channel, say something nice about the players, and even say something nice about my band in the links below. Like, say something about the music. That I treat that just like Patreon. I am owing people some Patreon, some casts, if they would send them to me and give me their casts, because like I said, it's just like Patreon. That's the way I'm treating it. For a limited time, I need you to comment my band's video or Brian Allen's video. So these are both in the description down below. So comment that the latest releases. Please do that. And Patreon, if you guys want to give me cold hard cash instead, I will definitely not be complaining whatsoever. But then again, you don't have to. Your alternative is there, commenting my video, my band's video, so that would mean a whole lot to me. So anyhow, guys, we're probably at that point. I'm gonna have to say it. Share with your friends, family, and foes because they need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.